Underneath the oak where the wild wind sighed, she'd laugh, weaving dreams neath the boundless sky. Her scarf caught the breeze like a farewell wave on that old wooden porch where my heart she gave. The prairies sang somber its hymns through the ride in the town where the rain closed her eyes. Oh, the rain, my old friend, tell me, what do you see in the trails washed away in the whispering trees? Did you weep just for her or for me in my plight, as the land holds her close on this cold, starless night? Now the cabin stands empty, the hearthstone's grown cold, gravel roads lead to memories too precious to hold. The saddle lies vacant, the bridle's gone stiff, every sunset paints shadows and widens the rift. Where laughter once echoed, now only time flies, in the town where the rain closed her eyes. Oh, the rain, my old friend, tell me, what do you see in the trails washed away in the whispering trees? Did you weep just for her or for me in my plight, as the land holds her close on this cold, starless night? By the oak now I linger, a ghost in her stead, hand in the dust where our old dreams lie dead. But the rain speaks in riddles and the wind only moans of a cowboy who wanders yet never atones. So the rain keep on falling, blur the paths that I've roamed, hide the tears on my face as I wander alone. For the love that was lost and the peace I can't find in the town where the rain closed her eyes. Yes, the town where the rain closed her eyes. In the shadow of an old oak's reach, where the creek sings lullabies, lies a cabin worn and weathered under vast unending skies. There's a bed inside that cabin where the linen smell of sage, and a scarf you left behind, my love, now yellowed with age. The empty bed said nothing, but I heard it loud and clear. Every whisper of the fabric spoke of you no longer here. The windows hold the sunset, the porch creaks with my sighs. This empty bed says nothing, but it's screaming in my eyes. The trail's gone cold and dusty, like the memories in my mind.
Gravel roads we roamed are fading, left so many miles behind. The town seems just too quiet now, like it knows you're gone for good. And the saddle where you sat by me is just worn out leather and wood. The empty bed said nothing, but I heard it loud and clear. Every whisper of the fabric spoke of you no longer here. The windows frame the twilight, the door sways with my cries. This empty bed says nothing, but it's screaming in my eyes. Now the rain taps on the rooftop like your fingers drumming time. And I wonder if the storm clouds know what's forever left behind. By the hearth I sit in silence, the flames flicker out your name. In this house of broken whispers, life's never quite the same. The empty bed said nothing, but I felt its cold embrace. Each night's a haunting melody of your absent grace. The moonlight steals through curtains, painting shadows we once knew. This empty bed says nothing, still I'm speaking back to you.
Out where the oak trees whisper low, under that vast unending sky, we carved our names years ago on the creek bank where old lovers lie. Your scarf it danced a wild free tune beneath the porch light's gentle sway. Our shadows cast by the silver moon promised forever, then you slipped away. Lonely fire, shut the door on this heart that knows your name. The wind's a cruel storyteller, fanning old flames, calling your name. Every ember's just a memory glowing neath the ash of yore. Carry me back or let me be. Lonely fire, shut the door. Now the saddle's worn, the trails are faded, gravel roads don't sound the same. The cabin's empty, the laughter's jaded, echoes of you I still claim. Where once we roamed, the wild unkempt now stands a quiet, lonesome view. A landscape change, just faint imprints of a love that once I knew. Lonely fire, shut the door on this heart that knows your name. The wind's a cruel storyteller, fanning old flames, calling your name. Every ember's just a memory glowing neath the ash of yore. Carry me back or let me be. Lonely fire, shut the door. So here I stand in the whispering rain, asking the sky what remains, for the dust to settle, for the pain to wane, for the sun to rise and dispel this chain. Lonely fire, shut the door, let the shadows claim the floor. If love's a tale of before, then let silence speak forevermore. Yes, lonely fire, shut the door, leave me be to wander the core of a heart that beats, a heart that tore. Lonely fire, shut the door. Close the past, let the embers die underneath that sprawling starlit sky. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild winds have spoken, lies the house where my heart first came undone. Wooden beams and faded dreams, porch where we lay talking, now just echoes of the setting sun. Silk scarf she left on the railing still dances with the gale. Like her whisper, it haunts this hallowed ground. Old house left behind, with your windows worn and blind. Can you keep her laughter locked inside your wall? Dusty roads I roam, no more to call this home. Just a ghost in boots, trapped in time's unyielding claws. Seasons turned, the fires burned, and the rivers all grew colder, as the trail from your door wore thin with rain. Saddle so I rode once more, but each sunset made me older, under skies that whispered her name in vain. That gravel path now overgrown can't lead me back to before, when the world was ours and love was wild and free. Old house left behind, with your hall so undefined. Do you hear my heartache echo through your rooms? Wandering soul I've become, under this relentless sun, chasing shadows in the twilight's loving glooms. Water still remembers how our dreams flowed like the currents in the spring. But those waters took you east to where the city's heart dismembers all the beauty and the peace that nature brings. Old house left behind, where my roots are intertwined. I leave you with her memory, but mine I cannot free. Every whisper of the wind calls me back to where we've sinned, yet I ride with only dust to comfort me. Old house, keep her safe as I vanish without trace, a lonesome cowboy with the sunset as his guide. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long on the ground, I found that old wagon wheel half buried bound in vines and the whispers of winds that once told of a girl with eyes wildfire and a heart spun from gold. We'd ride past the cabins where the porch swings still sway, laughing at twilight as days slipped away. Oh, the wagon wheel bleeds and the river runs dry under the weight of this big lonesome sky. Memories like like dust that the prairie wind steals, scars left in the branches, and time never heals. These trails, they grow cold as the sunset implores, oh my love, these wild lands, they're yours. Now the towns are too quiet, and the roads, they know pain. Gravel whispers secrets in the soft summer rain. Where once danced our laughter, now only echoes respond, and the night seems so vast when you find yourself gone. An old saddle sits by a door that's now closed, holding stories of love where once a flower arose. Yes, the wagon wheel bleeds and the river runs dry under the weight of this big lonesome sky. Memories like dust that the prairie wind steals, scars left in the branches, and time never heals. These trails, they grow cold as the sunset implores, oh my love, these wild lands, they're yours. In dreams I still wander down old gravel lanes, where the whispering grasses sing soft your name. But the morning breaks harsh on a bed lying alone, in a room where the shadow of your leaving is thrown. Oh, the wagon wheel bleeds as my heartache concedes. Every sunset's a whisper neath the old oak trees, and as long as the paths wind and the mountain creeks flow, I'll remember my darling where the wild roses grow. These trails forever cold as my tale unfolds, oh my love, these wild lands, they're yours. And my soul like the wheel just eternally rolls, part of you, these wild lands evermore. Out by the ridge where the oak tree stands tall, I left parts of my heart with the fall of each leaf. We carved our names, young dreams on old bark, now just ghostly whispers as the prairie wind weaves. Sunset drips gold on a gray wooden porch, where your scarf lies forgotten, its colors grown pale. I trace the threads like roads on a map, each one a memory, a love tale gone stale. Saddle fades on the back of my roan, just like the love that we once had known, riding through shadows on gravel roads long, heart heavy like rain in the dust we're thrown. Years tumble like tumbleweeds past empty cabins, wildflowers bow in fields where you danced in the rain. Now only echoes of laughter float under starlight as night wraps its arms around my silent refrain. The saddle's worn leather holds shapes of our journey, embossed with the miles and the tears that were shed. Each stir up a reminder taken on pathways now blurred, where our promises led. Saddle fades on the back of my roan, echoes of hoofbeats, now love's overthrown, riding through memories, forever alone, heart heavy like rain, where the wild winds have blown. Under the vast skies, my confessions to the stars, dreams hang like lanterns on the gates of what's past. Yet in the quiet, you whisper in the sagebrush, a testament that some loves are built to last. Saddle fades, but these old trails know every step taken and the places we'd go. Maybe I'm meant to wander these lands, a shadow among rocks, with my heart in my hands. Sunset burns red, and I whisper goodbye to the love that we lost under this endless sky.
In the shadow of an oak where the old river bends, I found your scarf, the color of the sunset sand. The wind whispers through the grass, a soft and lonely hymn, speaking of the days when your love lived within. Where the gravel roads kiss the sky's wide embrace, I can still trace your laughter, your timeless grace. Oh, how the dust waits on the brim of my hat for another chance to turn back on this lonesome track. But the sun dips low like my heart beneath the weight of all we lost to time's unyielding gate. Here I stand, a shadowed figure in the fading light, holding on to the breeze as day slips into night. There's an empty cabin where the porch light used to glow. Now it's just the moon watching the creaky swing slow. The trails we rode are overgrown, the world has moved on, but in my dreams we're riding still from dusk till dawn. Saddles gather dust in the silence of the room, each one a chapter of love in the book of this gloom. Oh, how the dust waits on the brim of my hat for another chance to turn back on this lonesome track. But the stars now weep with the rain softly cried for the words left unsaid, the days that have died. Here I stand lost in echoes of what used to be, as the night claims the land but never sets me free. Under the vast endless skies I've come to understand, every trail has its end, every hourglass its sand. In the heart of the quiet, in the breath of the wind, your memory dances forever deep within. Oh, how the dust waits, and maybe it always will, on the edge of my dreams, on this silent haunted hill. So I'll ride on till my own time meets the dawn, knowing dust will wait, even when I'm gone. Here I stand, a shadowed figure in the fading light, holding on to the breeze as day slips into night. So let the dust lie where our memories fell, in the heart of the land, where the lone cowboys dwell.
in the shadow of a gnarled oak tree, where our names were carved in worn wild wood. The campfire's glow kissed your face so sweet on that hushed night where we both silently stood. Your scarf had danced like a flame in the breeze, while laughter of old echoed under the moon spill. In the heart of the Rockies, just you and me, where for one fleeting moment the world stood still. Oh, the campfire stood still, but the years pushed on through, with your whisper in the wind and your scent in the dew. As the embers glow fades into dawn's early light, I'm holding on a ghost in the cold of the night. Now the oak tree's grown over, the name's barely seen. That old porch we dreamt on is lost to the weeds. The trail to our cabin, once clear and serene, is a memory's path, choked out by the seeds. I wander these towns where the dust never settles, from saloons to the stables where our stories were penned. Yet in each lonesome sunset, in the twilight's soft metals, I find the bitter taste of what could have been. Yes, the campfire stood still, but the years rolled like waves, with your laughter just a whisper past the old gravel graves. As the stars claim the sky and the night seals our fate, I'm lost in the shadows that we used to create. And I question the stars, do they weep for the night, or do they find peace in this haunting twilight? My heart knows the answers, I roam this vast land. You're the missing piece of a soul, barely standing. So the campfire stands still, and I kneel by its side, with the ghosts of your kisses where my regrets reside. As the flame flickers out and the cold whispers surrender, in the ashes I trace forever and ever. In the ash forever and ever, in the cold quiet dust where the campfire stood still and still stands for us. There's a whispering wind by the old ridge line where the oak tree stands, guarding the divide. Beneath its boughs you and I would lie, watching clouds sail through a cobalt sky. Scarves you left there still hanging there, on crooked nails, frayed edges torn by air. Each threadbare stripe of memory fades like campfire drifts at the close of day. Oh, how the firelight danced in your eyes in the quiet hush of a starlit night. Now it's just the cold wind's embrace and the echo of you that I can't replace. runs half empty like the glass beside my bed. The barkeep knows the whiskey won't clear silhouette. Dusty roads stretch out like the years, paved in sorrows and dry like my tears. The saddle's worn where you used to ride alongside me through the changing tides. Now it's just me and these old porch swings, whispering songs of what used to be. Oh, how the firelight danced in your eyes in the quiet hush of a starlit night. Now it's just the embers glow that fades and the shadow of you that never strays in the silence neath the vast endless dawn. I reckon my heart found a place to call home, but homes ain't homes with empty chairs, and fires don't warm the solitary air. So I'll chase the sun as it kisses the dawn, where memories of us are etched in the morn. And though this heart might roam wild and free, your ghost in the campfire drifts with me. Yes, your ghost in the campfire drifts with me. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where the wild roses used to grow, I found your scarf, a faded red, left behind like the love we know. That dusty path by Johnson's farm still haunts my boots, I roam alone. Each step a memory, hard and warm, a ghost of laughter, your soft tone. Thorns flew with the western wind through the fields where we once lay. Now every sunset seems to end with echoes of you drifting away. These lonely trails, these silent stars, guide me to where my heart did part. Among the rust on old tin bars lies the burial place of my worn heart. Porch still creaks just like it did when we'd sit watching rain sweep in. But now the woods is empty as the heartbeat's missing from within. These gravel roads, they know my stride. They've watched the years peel from my soul. Once walked with joy, now each a ride towards tomorrow's ceaseless toll. Thorns flew with the western wind through the fields where we once lay. Now every sunset seems to end with echoes of you drifting away. These lonely trails, these silent stars, guide me to where my heart did part. Among the rust on old tin bars lies the burial place of my worn heart. That the sky sent, in every gust your scent returns. As fleeting as a fire that burns, I whisper names into the breeze, praying they'll carry back to thee. Thorns flew with the western wind through the fields where we once lay. Now every sunset paints the end of dreams and dust both swept away. These lonely trails, these fading scars, guide me to where I'll always part. Underneath these morning stars, with your memory forever my heart. wind sings low, and I reckon it's time to let you go.
Down by Harbor's Creek, where the old oaks grow, we carved our names in the heart of a dusty road. Sunset threw gold across your hair. The world was ours and time just air. But the creek, it watched me leave. Oh, the creek watched me leave. Under a sky bleeding red, melancholy dreams. With my heart in your scarf, tied around your sleeve. You stayed with the oaks and the creek watched me leave. The rain has washed away our dusty road. The cabin's empty where our laughter once flowed. Old porch swings creak with ghosts of us riding the wind. Whispered stories turn to dust. Still the creek, it watched me leave. Oh, the creek watched me leave. Under a sky bleeding red, melancholy dreams. With my heart left in that scarf, now a tattered weed. You stayed with the oaks and the creek watched me leave. Now I roam gravel roads under moon's quiet siege. Each star teardrop, the night sky's silent grief. Love's like the river stone, smooth over time, but some edges cut deep in the creek's soft rhyme. Yes, the creek watched me leave, whispering to the wind about love and thieves. In its waters, my reflection briefly cleaves. Part of me stayed while the creek watched me leave, with the echoes of hoofbeats forever to grieve. You stayed with the oaks and the creek, it watched me leave.
In the hush of the dawn, neath the old oak tree's shade, where we carved our names deep in the bark that made the wild grass dance to the tune of the breeze. Where your laughter once lived, now there's only me, and the silence speaks louder than words ever could. Empty saddles, old scars by the worn wooden porch, underneath that vast sky where our dreams used to soar. Unspoken words listen, but she's here no more. Now the cabin stands empty where the candlelight glows. Gravel roads lay untouched where our stories once flowed. The trail's gone cold, the sunset still bleeds into rivers of gold through the whispering trees. dusty saddles, old scars by the worn wooden porch. Underneath that vast sky where our dreams used to soar, unspoken words listen, but she's here no more. So I roam through these lands like a ghost in the rain, each droplet a memory, each thunder a pain. In the echoes of footsteps, in the settling dust, I search for forgiveness in the winds I must trust. And the silence grows louder as the years tumble by. The oak tree still stands beneath the ever-changing sky. Unspoken words listen, yet her voice calls me still in the heart of the night. Over hill after hill, her shadow might fade like the trails left behind, but the echoes of love, they're forever entwined. Unspoken words listen, oh, they listen so well in the quiet between us, where true feelings dwell. In the shadow of a gnarled oak tree, where our names were carved in worn wild wood, the campfire's glow kissed your face so sweet. On that hushed night where we both silently stood, your scarf it danced like a flame in the breeze, while the laughter of old echoed under the moon. Spilled in the heart of the Rockies, just you and me, where for one fleeting moment the world stood still. Oh, the campfire stood still, but the years pushed on through, with your whisper in the wind and your sin in the dew. As the embers glow fades into dawn's early light, I'm holding on to ghosts in the cold of the night. Now the oak tree's grown over, the name's barely seen. That old porch we dreamt on is lost to the weeds. The trail to our cabin, once clear and serene, is a memory's path choked out by the seeds. I wander these towns where the dust never settles, from saloons to the stables where our stories were penned. Yet in each lonesome sunset and the twilight's soft metals, I find the bitter taste of what could have been. Yes, the campfire stood still, but the years rolled like waves, with your laughter just a whisper past the old gravel graves. As the stars claim the sky and the night seals our fate, I'm lost in the shadows that we used to create. Campfire stands still, and I kneel by its side, with the ghosts of your kisses where my regrets reside.
where the campfire stood still and still stands for us.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay long, under the whispers of the prairie song, sparrow listened on a wire old and frayed to the size of my heart, like a serenade by the dusty cabin where we once danced, where love was born in a fleeting glance. Hearts and sparrows fly where morning starts, but my soul's tethered to that porch of pine under stars where your hand slipped from mine. Sparrow listened as we said goodbye. The sunset wept in a crimson sky. Gravel roads now less traveled by, creek beds dry where we used to lie. An old scarf clings to a branch turned gray, like the color of skies on a stormy day. Echoes of laughter, the shutter slams, silence fills the air as the door frame jams. As do hearts, and sparrows soar where morning starts, but my soul's tethered to that porch of pine under stars where your hand slipped from mine. Sparrow listened as we said goodbye. The sunset wept in a crimson sky. Fading trails, the hoof prints disappear, just like us, swallowed by the years. A lone saddle resting by the shed, memories of you dancing in my head. Sparrow flies, but the story's told in the whispering winds, so raw, so cold. Cost, and sparrows find all that we have lost. Still my soul's tethered to that porch of pine under stars where forever seemed fine. Sparrow listened, oh sparrow knows, in the quiet towns where the heartache grows, by the fading light where shadows play. I'll sit and wait for the break of day. Out by the oak where the wild rivers bend, under the shadow of peaks where we lay, there's an old cabin walls whispering past, cracked frame carved with your name, now weathered and gray, leather saddle hanging untouched, sways with the breeze. Each creak a tale of the days gone, whispered soft through the trees. Oh, how the wind cries your name through the valley, dancing with dust where our dreams used to lie. I'm just a ghost in these boots, walking alleys of empty towns with no goodbye. Oh, love is a flame that still burns, not extinguished, in the heart of a cowboy with skies ever wide. Sunsets bleed memories each day undistinguished. on gravel roads with my loneliness to ride. Remember the rain on the old porch in spring, the scent of the wet earth, a new scarf around your neck. Now the porch swing hangs silent, no laugh to echo, just shadows of footsteps in the dust that we tread. Gone the laughter that mingled with the thrum of the skies, only footprints on paths where the echo of my sorrow lies. Oh, how the wind cries your name through the valley, dancing with dust where our dreams used to lie. I'm just a ghost in these boots, walking alleys of empty towns with no goodbye. Oh, love is a flame that still burns, not extinguished, in the heart of a cowboy with skies ever wide. Sunsets bleed memories each day undistinguished on gravel roads with my loneliness to ride. And I've learned that the hardest trails are walked alone, fading footprints, the only proof of where love had once flown. By the creek under stars, all that was is now never. But in the heart of the land, you remain forever. Oh, how the wind cries your name through the valley, echoing softly a melody sigh. This lonesome cowboy keeps riding, not tallying each tear with a reason, each silent sky. Yes, love is a tale told when firelights low, cast on the walls of a heart where it never lets go. Underneath the old oak tree, where the wild river bends, I first saw her silhouette as the evening descends. We carved our names on bark, it's still there, they say, in that quiet little ghost town where my memory walked away. Oh, how the wind cries her name through the valley low, twisting past the porch where we swayed slow. Now each whisper and leaf and each shadow that sways brings me back to the dusk where memory walked away. The old cabin on the ridge holds her laughter like a spell, empty saddle by the door still remembers her so well. Scarves she left behind, now faded to gray, dance with the dust in the rooms where sunlight used to play. Oh, how the wind cries her name through the valley low, twisting past the porch where we swayed slow. Now each whispering leaf and each shadow that sways brings me back to the dusk where memory walked away. The gravel roads stretch out like the wrinkles of time, every stone a story, every turn a rhyme. I've rode 1,000 trails, yet my heart stays in the prints we left behind as memory walked away. Oh, how the wind cries her name through the valley low, twisting past the porch where we swayed slow. Now each whisper and leaf and each shadow that sways brings me back to the dusk where memory walked away. So here I stand, a lone figure under fading skies, where the trail runs out and the old river dries. Guess some loves are like sunsets, brilliantly they blaze, then just as quiet and just as sure, memory walks away.
In the shadow of an oak, where the wild daisies grow, I first kissed you under that time-worn glow. Your laugh echoed off the canyon's embrace, while sunset painted gold on your face. Fading light, watch me trails where heartaches weave, under skies too wide to grieve. The dust swirls with my dreams deceived. Now the cabin's empty where we used to dance. Floorboards whisper secrets to the cold expanse. That old porch swing sways, but only with the breeze, not like when we swayed, so effortless and free. Fading light, wash me through trails where heartaches weave, under skies too wide to grieve. The dust swirls with my dreams to see. On a gravel road, the rains came down, turned all those whispers, secrets into muddy ground. A scarlet scarf you left behind is the only touch I find. Fading light watched me leave, the yoke, the porch, and the memory weave. Sun dips low like my heart, it cleaves to the fading light that watched me leave. In the quiet solitude where shadows play, I reckon hearts like mine were made to stray. But as the stars come out to grieve, it's your name they whisper as I retrieve.
Out where the morning sky bleeds, a memory hangs on the breeze. Under the oaks, timeless shade, where once upon a summer's day, your laughter mingled with the wind, and the horizon promised no end. Now each sunset bleeds a deeper red on gravel roads where my heart treads. The wind whispers your name swing. The dusk recalls your silver earrings gleam. The trail's grown over, the cabin's bare. Dust collects on the life we share. The saddle's worn where you'd ride beside. Now just prairie grass and the endless sky. Rain taps soft on the window pane, like teardrops tracing silent blame. Now each sunset bleeds a deeper red on gravel roads where my heart treads. The wind whispers your name in vain through the rustling leaves, the echo of my pain in the shadow of our old porch swing. The dusk recalls your silver earrings gleam. Oh, how the wildlands stretch so wide, yet in their vastness nowhere to hide from the ghost of your tender ways that haunts my drifting lonesome days. So let the sunset bleed away, while in the dust my memories lay. Though the sky fades from gold to blue, my heart can't shed the hue of you. Underneath the morning sky, where love once lived, it never dies. Out where the oak trees whisper low, beneath the silver sky, I found a scarf you wore, now faded, by the old porch where we lie. The wind, it carries ghost and dust through the cabin's broken seam, and every creak and board recalls our long-lost prairie dream. The lost trail watched me leave, with heavy heart and silent creep. Sunset bleeds through memories where our wild love used to be. Echoes float on the gravel road under stars that grieve. The lost trail watched me leave. Oh, the lost trail watched me leave. Now the town sleeps quiet, where our laughter filled the streets. Windows dark as the promises we never could complete. Rain falls on the saddle where you once sat close to me. Now it's just a shadow neath the old willow tree. The lost trail watched me leave, with heavy heart and silent creed. Sunset bleeds through memories where our wild love used to be. Echoes float on the gravel road under stars that grieve. The lost trail watched me leave. Oh, the lost trail watched me leave. I whisper to the moonlight as it dances on the ridge, asking for forgiveness from that old wooden bridge. For I've carried this old heartache far as any man can bear, and I leave behind my sorrows scattered in the prairie air. The lost trail watched me leave, a ghost upon each breeze, carrying away my whispers like leaves lost from the trees. And as the earth keeps turning, my heart finds some relief, but the lost trail watched me leave. Yes, the lost trail watched me leave. Underneath that velvet sky, the lost trail watched me leave. Out by the ridge where the old oak stood, your laughter echoed, felt so good. Wild as the wind in the open plains, where we danced under storms, no rains. In that cabin where the door still creaks, I trace the echo of your retreat. Silent whispers in the dust, your scarf still holds the scent of our shared path. The rain tied down in the lines of my face, each drop of memory a silent trace. In this heart, the wild storms you calmed, now just ghost towns, love long gone. Gravel roads where our steps once fell, now just stories that the night winds tell. That old porch swing hangs quiet and warm, a testament to vows now torn. The sunset bleeds like the tears we knew when I held you close, swore we'd see it through. The trails we walk now overgrown, an empty saddle I ride alone. Rain tied down in the lines of my face, each drop of memory a silent trace. In this heart, the wild storms you calmed, now just ghost towns, love long gone. So I whisper to the stars above, questions of fate, the cost of love. Do the rivers hold the reasons why underneath this expansive aching sky? Rain tied down but my soul won't abide. In every storm it's your face I find. With every dawn I lose you anew, a lonesome cowboy bound to the blue. In the rain your echo I chase, a memory of time, a forgotten place. Though I wander forever, I'm bound to the love